We have heard over and over again about reports of stolen cars from parking lots out at the airport. It's been a big problem for years. But happening today, DIA is getting a big safety upgrade to their parking lot security systems.
Yeah, that's right. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live at the airport this morning. Brianna, today crews are going to be installing those new cameras.
They are, and crews already installed these brand new cameras over at Pikes Peak lot. Now they're focusing it right here at the West Economy lot, and then they're going to move on to the East Economy. But today, yeah, they're installing those brand new cameras, and they're going to just have a different view from what they were experiencing before with their old system. So I want you guys to take a look at your screen. The portions that you guys see on your screen right now that are highlighted in red, those areas will be closed as crews are installing these brand new cameras. So again, they're going to be installing them today until October, and then crews will install 40 high-resolution security cameras. So the new system is part of a larger effort to enhance security at Denver International Airport and mitigate car thefts. I first told you about these cameras and the storage that comes with it exactly a year ago. The cameras are going to provide different angles across the parking lots, including a 360 view. They also require extra storage for the high-resolution footage. And then the system the airport had in place before this, you guys, it was just old. The camera quality was not the best, especially at night. Now, with the amount of passengers DIA sees every single year, airport officials wanted to make sure every spot at the airport is covered.
It'll be about 200, 190 cameras total for our parking lots. But again, we have a lot of those cameras that have multiple views. So we'll have airport wide, we'll have well over 2,000 cameras, probably around 350 different views of our parking lots, the Pikes Peak, the West Economy, and the East Economy.
Yeah, lots of cameras around DIA. Now, if you do come to the West Economy lot, if this is where you usually have to park and you have a flight, just keep in mind that there's certain areas that are going to be closed. You are going to see signage letting you know where you can and can't park. For now, I'm live here outside of DIA. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Colorado's budget is estimated to be short $1 billion. Changes made by Congress and President Trump's big, beautiful bill are being blamed for the sudden shortfall. The state's budget experts told state lawmakers that the budget that just had $1 billion cut earlier this year needs another $1 billion cut now. Congress's budget bill is making changes to tax policy and corporate tax deductions, meaning $1 billion fewer dollars paid to the state of Colorado. The state could cut programs or seek an increase in tax revenue through a ballot issue or use part of the state's $2.3 billion reserve piggy bank.
Using some of this and solving some of this through the reserve is likely a responsible way to move forward, but solving it all through the reserve would not make sense.
The reserve is supposed to be if we hit a recession. You know, it's our safety net if we hit a recession. It's not supposed to be because of poor planning.
The governor has yet to call a special session, but one would be needed if lawmakers want to avoid using the piggy bank for the full amount.
President Trump announced a new trade deal with South Korea. According to the president, there will be a 15% tariff on all imports from South Korea. He also said South Korea will purchase $100 billion in energy products from the U.S. and invest $350 billion in assets owned and controlled by the U.S. The deal comes just days before Trump's pause in reciprocal tariffs is set to expire tomorrow.
New tariffs on imported copper is set to go into effect tomorrow. According to an announcement from the White House, a 50% tariff will hit semi-finished copper products like pipes, wires, and sheets starting August 1st. Some exceptions will apply for items already covered by auto tariffs. Trump said the move will boost the American copper industry, but critics warn the new tariffs could drive up prices for electronics, machinery, and cars.
President Trump is launching an effort to make it easier for Americans to access their own medical records. More than 60 companies have signed a pledge to help develop new ways to make patients' data more widely accessible across the healthcare system. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services says the companies have committed to deliver results by early next year. But the agency did not detail any specific benchmarks the group is expected to meet. Privacy advocates are concerned that making patients' data more widely accessible also means it could be less secure.
A record number of Senate Democrats voted in favor of 2 resolutions to block U.S. military sales to Israel last night. The Senate voted 70 to 27 and 72 to 24 to block the resolutions, with 27 Democrats voting yes. Senator Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire, the top Democrat on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, was one of the Democrats who opposed the Sanders-backed resolutions in April, but voted for them this time around. The resolutions would have blocked the sale of $675 million in bombs and shipments of 20,000 assault rifles.